Hey, Darren. Where are you at? Are you not coming again? You are off from work today, right?
Oh, you're talking about going to Mom's place, huh? I told you I am exhausted from work, so I am not going to see her.
I know, but your mom misses you and wants to see you. She talks about you every time I see her.
Nah, if I go, I gotta look after her, right? No way. I am not going. I need a break.
That's a really cold thing to say about your own mother. You are the one who said you will look after your mother, remember? It's not right that you are not helping out at all.
Yeah, I know what I said. Things have changed. Actually, you are doing a great job, handling it all well, Karen. So, that's all good. Gold star for you!
That's not the point. I work part-time some days, so there are days that I can't look after her. Don't you think you should help me out on those days that I can't be there for her?
Well, I have a job too, and it is full-time. Plus, I don't know about taking care of the elderly. I don't want to deal with the elderly either. Don't you think I will be a bother if I help out?
Well, I am clueless about taking care of the elderly too. This is my first time looking after someone her age. I am only helping out because she is your mother. I did my best to learn a lot about it. Your mother is a nice person, so it is not that hard to look after her. And I am sure she will treat you nice. Why don't you come and help out today? We can do this together. Maybe we can all have dinner tonight.
No way, man. There is no need for two people to help out, right? So no point in me helping out. I don't have the time to waste for her.
Okay, well, as I said earlier, you should help out on the days I can't then.
We hired a helper for those days that you can't look after my mom. So it's totally fine. Think about it. Even if I don't help you out with taking care of Mom, I have been a great help to you, Karen. I work very hard for our lives.
Yeah? I know you are working hard at your job, coming home late and stuff. But that is that. The point I'm making is completely different. On your days off or even weekends, you should visit your mother.
Yeah, you already said that. That is not the point I'm trying to make. I'm talking about the inheritance she's going to leave behind.
Your mom's inheritance? What does it have to do with you?
Well, think about it. If Mom passed away, I have the right to her inheritance as I am her only child. But you, as my wife, you don't have that right, meaning you won't get anything from her. You know that?
I know. You don't have to tell me that.
No, you don't get it. I have the right to her inheritance, which means there is an advantage for you, too. So, there is a point for you to be my wife. You asking me to help look after my mom is not right, man.
Your mother is still doing very well. She just needs help with her daily life, but she is healthy. It is inappropriate to talk about her inheritance now.
It's just a matter of time. You are saying you don't want her inheritance? So I can claim all the inheritance.
Well, yes. It does help to have money. Plus, technically, I personally don't have any legal right to get anything. But we should only think about it when that time comes. I think it will be far in the future, though. Your mother will not feel good if you talk about that now. You better not mention anything about her inheritance to her. I really can't believe how insensitive you're being right now.
Yeah. My bad. Maybe I was being a bit too cranky. Sorry about that.
If you feel sorry about it, then just come and see your mother. I don't need your apology. And don't worry about looking after her for now. Just go and see her, since she misses you so much. She talks about you all the time and she is wondering why you don't pay her a visit.
If I show up and she sees that I don't help you out with stuff, she will get mad. You know that she is scary when she gets mad.
Oh my god. Can't believe you are so childish. She is doing great now, but anything can happen anytime, you know. Your father is not around anymore, so she only has you. I hope you don't regret it later. You need to cherish her while she is still doing well.
I will think about it when that time comes. Oh, and good luck looking after her. You can do it, Karen. I believe in you.
Don't talk nonsense. By the way, I will have my dinner with your mother tonight, so I will be home late. So, fix your own dinner.
Oh man, that is a bummer. Whatever. Anyways, I am gonna take a nap. Have fun with Mom. Did you call me this afternoon? I was working, so I couldn't answer your call. What's up?
Oh, yeah. I wanted to discuss something with you. It is quite important as it is a family matter. Since it's already late, maybe we should just talk at home? It's going to be a long conversation.
Nah, I can't. I'm going out for a drink after this. So I am gonna be home late. I have time now, so let's just talk right now.
Oh, okay then. I need to talk to you about the helper who is looking after your mother. Starting next month, she can't work much. Like, she can only come 2 to 3 days a week to care for your mother.
What? Why? What's up with that?
I don't know the full details. She told your mother directly, and I heard from her about it afterwards. Sounds like she is really busy, so she can't handle much. Apparently, there are many elderly people waiting to be cared for, and her company is short of staff right now.
What? I don't care about her company, but that will be a big problem for us. What are we going to do? Or what are you going to do about this?
Well, I wanted to discuss the solution to this problem with you, since it matters to all of us. I think it will be a good idea to put your mother into a nursing care home, and it sounds like your mother likes this idea.
Nursing care home? Do you mean the old folks' home? Like where a bunch of old people live together and play shuffleboard or whatever?
Yeah. If we really look hard, we might be able to find another helper who can look after her. But it doesn't look likely. Especially if we try and get someone full-time this time. But regardless, sooner or later, she should go to a nursing care home. The sooner she goes to the nursing care home, it will take a load off my shoulders. Plus, I can ask for more hours at my job, too. What do you think, Darren? Isn't this a good idea for your mother?
No way, man! Why should we put Mom into those facilities?
Why not? Can you give me some reasons you don't want her to be in it? Will it make you lonely if she is away from you? That would be a surprise if that was your reason.
Nah, obviously that's not the reason. I don't even see her often now anyways.
Then why? Your mother is living alone. She can't do much herself, and someone should be by her side just in case something happens. Are you not worried about her? Like I said, I can't be with her all the time. Plus, the helper said she won't be able to come every day anymore. So I think it is best for your mother to be in a nursing care home. She will have people around her and will be well taken care of. All the time.
No! Don't you know that if we do that, our inheritance will be reduced? If that happens, you will be screwed too. You know that?
Wait, hold on. Let me get this straight. Is that the only reason why you are against her going to the nursing care home? You don't have any other good reason.
That is the only reason? Well, don't you think that is the most important reason? Money is everything, especially in this situation. Besides, we can't afford to put her into an old folks' home. It's too damn expensive. It will be a waste of money for something stupid like this. She's going to pay for it herself, right? She better know that I will not pay a penny for this.
I think so. If she is going to the nursing care home, then yes. She is the one who wants to go anyways, as I said before. I think this is best for her.
So, is the old folks' home cheap?
I am not sure about that. But I heard that it can cost a lot depending on the level of care that's needed. There are some places that are cheap, too. But the cheaper it is, the services and environment might not be good. The expensive places have better services and facilities, so she will be in good hands.
See? Then the answer is no. Why should we spend so much money on someone who is not going to live any longer? We might as well just keep more money for me, right? I shouldn't be working so hard to earn money for us. Besides, I deserve all the money as her only son.
Come on. That is not the point now. Do you not understand your mother's situation right now? She is living alone and needs help with her daily life. Poor mother, who misses her only son, too. Isn't your mother more important than money to you? She worked so hard and raised you as a single mother.
Even if it is, no means no. You can't talk me out of this. So, since the helper can't come as often anymore then, don't you think you should help out more? Like, why can't you do more to fix this issue?
If I can do that, then we will not have these discussions. I have a part-time job too. I know I don't work a lot of hours, but it takes a lot of my energy, physically. And I am exhausted all the time. So I can't handle more than this. This is all too much for me. Unlike you, I am already doing all the best I can to help your mother.
Then just quit your part-time job. You don't make a lot of money with that job anyways, so there is no point working for you. Then you can take care of Mom every single day. We don't have to waste money on old folks' homes or a helper. See? This will fix all our problems.
Okay. Well, do you even know why I have a part-time job? It's because we can't survive on your income only. We can't live paycheck to paycheck. So, do you understand that if I quit my part-time job, then you will have to work harder and earn more? Why don't you earn more before you tell me to quit my job?
Yeah, whatever. Well then, just find another helper. Make sure that the helper doesn't cost a lot.
We can do that, but your mother is saying no need for a helper anymore. She does not want outsiders to come to her place and look after her. I can't believe that even now, you still don't offer your help. What is wrong with you? We are talking about your mother. If you offer your help, then we don't have to talk about putting your mother into a nursing care home or hiring another helper. Why can't we just do this together?
Like I said many times, I don't want to look after Mom because I don't know anything about taking care of the elderly. It will just cause more trouble, you know? So I am saving you trouble.
Yeah, right. You are just lazy and don't want to help. On top of that, you don't want to spend money on her. How sad is this? I feel so bad for your mother. I am sure your father in heaven will be upset about this too. You need to understand that you can't complain much in this situation. But all I hear is your complaints only. Don't you have anything better to say?
Oh, okay. So then, you don't care if the inheritance is reduced? I will not want that. That is not acceptable at all. Getting all her inheritance is my hope to get a better life.
It might be reduced, but there is still something, right? Well, I don't want my life to depend on your mother's inheritance anyways. I will keep working even if we have the inheritance. Unlike you, it won't be a problem for me, even if I don't get the inheritance.
Oh my God. You don't understand at all. Mom is the one who wants to go to a nursing care home, right? Then I will talk to her myself. I am sure she will listen to her beloved son. I won't let her do anything that will reduce the inheritance.
You have been talking about an inheritance many times. Which is more important to you? Your mother or inheritance?
Of course, my inheritance is the most important thing. Like I said, money means everything to me.
You are insane! Fine then. Do whatever you like to make yourself happy. I have nothing more to say and just let me stay out of this crap.
Don't be down. I will do whatever I have to do to protect my inheritance. For us, okay? Just wait and see, honey. And don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about that at all. Anyways, please take care of the rest by yourself. Don't ask me for help. I won't be a help to you anyways. Oh, and good luck persuading your mother. I hope things will work out for you then.
I got this. Just leave it to me.
Hey, Darren. How was talking to your mother? Did everything go well? Were you able to persuade her?
No. Not at all. I just got off the phone with her. By the way, aren't you with Mom right now? If you are, then you should know what is going on.
I can't listen to you guys' conversations. I am not by your mother. Besides, I was doing her laundry just now. But I can kind of tell what happened from your mother's tone of voice. She does not look happy right now.
Oh, God. Why won't you listen to me? Shouldn't moms listen to their own kids? I am not saying anything wrong, right? What I say makes a lot of sense. She has been hard-headed about this and giving me headaches. It drives me nuts.
Well, if you really think that way, then she will not be convinced at all.
What do you mean?
Of course, if she listens to you, then the inheritance will not be reduced. But on the other hand, it will be more work for your mother and me.
Well, it's free labor for you anyways, so that shouldn't be a problem and it shouldn't matter to Mom.
Do you understand that not spending money on this matter means it is shifting all the burden on us? It might be good for you, Darren, because you are not helping out at all in this situation. But this is not good for both your mother and me. We are dealing with a lot.
As you know, I was not set on hiring a helper in the first place. I didn't think it was a good idea. I only agreed because you and Mom said to do so, which annoyed me so much. This is what I get for listening to you guys.
What are you saying when you don't even help us at all? Okay, well, you can start helping out from now on then. Why don't you go to your mother's place tomorrow? It is your day off.
Nah, I am not going to spend my day off like this. I have been working hard, so I deserve a break. Anyways, you should help me talk to Mom and convince her about this. I hope you can make the situation better. You are with her all the time, so it will be easier for you, right? She might listen to you.
Like I said many times, I totally agree with your mother. We both think it is best for her to go to a nursing care home. So why should I help you convince her? That is a stupid favor to ask me. You need to take care of all this by yourself, and you said you will handle it yourself too. Don't ever ask me for help.
Oh my God. Can't believe you and Mom are small-minded people. You guys need to be flexible, man. Look at me. I am such a flexible person. You hard-headed people.
Okay. Look who is talking. You have no right to say that to me when you don't even do anything to make things better.
Well, you know that I am thinking about our future. What about you guys? Both of you are only looking just a step ahead and not looking at the big picture like I do. That is why you guys are talking about doing stupid things like wasting money on old folks' homes or hiring a helper for someone who is not going to live long.
So, if you are so concerned about your money, then why don't you stop going out for drinks after work? That will save you lots, and that money can be spent on your mother. You are always drunk and doing nothing at all on your days off. That's all you do. What a sad life. Might as well be a useful person for once and come look after your mother instead.
If I do that, then I won't have a day off. So, no way. Why are you so selfish? You only think about yourself all the time, and all I hear is you nagging at me. Look at me. I am thinking about us. So why can't you just think about me too?
Okay, whatever. Well, I am sorry. I am such a stubborn wife.
See, you get so sulky so easily. I hate it when you do that. You know that you need to fix this bad habit. If I wasn't your husband, this would cause a divorce. You better know that I am such a good husband. Oh, wait, Mom just messaged me.
What did she say? I wonder why she's not asking me for help when I am with her right now.
Maybe she needs to tell me something important that she can't tell you. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me check her message.
So, what did your mother say? Is everything okay with her?
Yes! See? Unlike you, my mom is such an understanding person. She gets my point. She will reconsider about not going to the old folks' home. What a relief.
What? Really? But, like I said, I can't help out more than I am doing it now. It's too much for me.
Don't worry. She said she will talk to you about it soon. Oh yeah, so you guys should also talk about who is going to look after her from now on, too. Just count me out of this crap. As you know, I am a busy guy. It is just going to waste my time and will cause more headaches for me only.
Fine. Well then, I will discuss with your mother about it.
Yeah, please do so. Anyways, this is great news. Thank God for this. I can protect all my inheritance.
Oh my god, about the inheritance again? You are ridiculous. Why can't you stop talking about inheritance for once? There are no other concerns for you? She is your beloved mother. How can you be so cold-hearted towards her?
If we get her inheritance, we will have a better life. You know that. Don't you want to have a luxurious life and get out of this boring life? So that is the most important thing and nothing else matters. Well, you gotta work hard, so good luck. Keep up the good work, honey. I expect you to work hard to protect my inheritance. Hey, I just went to Mom's place. Where is Mom? I don't see her anywhere. Are you with her?
Oh, how rare that you are back at your mom's place. What changed your mind?
I wanted to pay her a visit, since she's with me on what I said about the old folks' home. I thought I should be dutiful to my mom for once and decided to drop by to see her. I actually brought dinner for us. Well, this will be the first and last time, though. By the way, you are not working today, right? Where are you right now? Why are you not at Mom's place today?
What do you mean, why? Actually, your mother kicked me out of her place.
Huh? What?
I went to see her this afternoon, and she said to get out, then chased me out of her place. She sounded a little upset. She said that she does not need or want any of my help anymore and told me not to come here anymore.
What the? Then where is Mom? She can't go out without you, right? What if something happens to her?
Calm down. Your mother is at a nursing care home starting today. She is in good hands, so don't worry about her. What a surprise that you are actually concerned about your mother.
What? You just put Mom into an old folks' home without my permission? That is outrageous!
No, I did not. Don't accuse me like that. Your mother is the one who found the nursing care home and enrolled herself. I just helped a bit when she needed my help with the enrollment and getting things ready. Remember, you asked us to discuss who will be taking care of her from now on? That is when she told me everything about her plans. She felt bad that I was the one always looking after her, and not her own son.
What? That is not what we agreed. Why did you help her? Because of you, my inheritance will be reduced. I can't believe you are doing this to me. We are not going to have a better life. Do you understand that? How can you be so stupid?
That does not concern me at all. Don't call me stupid. You are the one who encouraged her to do so.
Me? What do you mean? When did I ever do that?
You were only concerned about the inheritance and never helped look after your mother. She always missed you, so she was heartbroken. Also, you treated me like crap. I can't believe a sweet person like your mother has a heartless son like you. And I can't believe myself for marrying a jerk like you. Anyways, she knows everything. Especially that you are very concerned about her inheritance. So she decided to go this way.
Even if that is the case, your job was to stop her. Don't give me attitude when you didn't even do your job right. And stop insulting me like that. You should not be insulting your husband. Oh, I am so pissed off right now. You better watch out when you get home. I won't forgive what you did to me. I am going to give you hell.
Oh, that is great. Well, I won't be home anymore. Actually, I don't think we will see each other anymore, too. I already have all my stuff with me, so I am all good. So if you are going to be mad, please just do so then.
What do you mean? You won't be home anymore. Where are you going?
This means that we are getting a divorce and I will not go back to your place. I have had enough of you. Obviously, I can't stand you anymore. After I sent off your mother to the nursing care home, I went back to my parents. I told them everything about us, and they also agreed that I should divorce you. By the way, I left the divorce paper on the living room and the table. You didn't see it yet?
Nope. I am not back at home yet. You know that I will not let that happen. I will not sign that paper.
If you aren't going to sign the divorce papers, then we will see each other in court. You will have to find your own lawyer, too.
Don't even play with me like that. You are driving me mad. I bet you're just bluffing to try and scare me. It's not working. Why on earth do we have to get a divorce? Why are you adding more problems for me?
Isn't it obvious? Your attitude towards your mother and how you treat me. Badly. Why do I have to repeat myself so many times? So yeah, I have been thinking about it these past few days. You are so selfish and can only think about yourself. I deserve so much more and should not be with some jerk. I deserve to be happy. I don't want to be with you anymore.
Gosh, I told you many times. Inheritance is for both of us. I am looking out for our future. You said that it will help a lot if we have more money. You are the same too.
Of course it does. Having money is better than not having it. It does help solve many problems, like you said. But money is not everything, right? I don't need to have a luxurious life. I care about myself and others.
What do you mean?
For instance, if I am the one to be bedridden first, will you look after me? Feed me, take me out for a walk, and even give me a bath? All that stuff. Are you willing to do these? No, right?
If we get the inheritance, then we will have plenty of money, so I will hire someone to look after you. Why should I be taking care of you? See, this is what I mean when money is the most important thing. It solves problems.
See? As I expected. I can totally read your mind. That is exactly what I mean. Even if something bad happens to your wife, you don't care and only think that money solves everything. You are so heartless. Where is the love for me? I hope you understand that I can't be with someone like that for the rest of my life. As I said before, I deserve a better life and to be with someone who cares for me.
But that does not mean we should get a divorce. That is too sudden and it does not make sense. Ugh! Oh God, why are you so selfish and stubborn, man? Why did I marry you?
Selfish? Stubborn? Well, excuse me, but who was the selfish one all this time? Your mother and I had to deal with your crap for the longest time and we had enough. So, you should deal with our crap for the first and last time. You need to know what we went through, because of you. Even a lazy bum like you can handle this, right? It should not be a difficult thing to do. After a while, I lost my patience with Darren because he did not want to sign the divorce papers. I hired a lawyer and took it to the court. In conclusion, our divorce was finalized quite fast. And finally, I am a free woman. A happy ending for me as I was able to get plenty of consolation money from him since he made me look after his mother without any of his help. On the other hand, the reduction in inheritance and divorce caused Aaron to be very upset that he even got depression. On top of that, his mother refused to see him when he went to visit her at the nursing care home. She even asked them to ban him from the facility. The only thing I feel a little bad for Darren is that, when we were looking into nursing care homes, we chose a facility that offers great services and environment. Since we spent a lot of money for her nursing care home, there was nothing much left for Darren to inherit in the end. So yeah, he's still gotta work hard at his current job. If he finds out about this truth, he will be disheartened even more and might go crazy. But I will keep my mouth shut until that day comes. I can't wait to tell him. This is the last revenge from my mother-in-law and me. I heard that she is very happy at her nursing care home, and I, myself, am happy as a free woman. Thank you for watching the video. If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time.
How are you doing, love? Sorry if it was a bit of a shock today. I don't notice it anymore, but I know it can be strange if you aren't used to it. This is how I grew up, and I'm glad you got to get a taste of it. Finally.
No, babe, it's okay. I'm fine. It was fun, actually. I've only ever seen or heard about the British aristocratic families on TV or in movies. It was such a cool experience to see what you guys are all like when you are gathered together for a very formal dinner. I was so nervous at first, but I think I loosened up a little bit towards the end. Of course, what with your family being a direct descendant of a baron, I already expected your parents to be super strict.
I don't know. I think it could have been better. It was a formal dinner, but it was also a chance to properly introduce you to my family, and for you to get to know them. Everyone was so bloody stiff, weren't they? I could count the smiles on one hand.
It's fine, really. As much as all of this is new to me, I'm sure your side of the family needs time to adjust to me, too. What did your mother say? Did she say anything to you after the dinner?
She didn't say much. Don't worry about it, love.
If she said something to you, especially about me, I want to know. I'll be okay. I can handle it.
I mean, of course my mum went on about our royal bloodline and all that bollocks. And that's what she always says, to anyone who would listen. There's nothing you need to worry yourself about. I love you, and I chose you. What is she going to do about it? In it. All I need to do is remind her that I have the final say in who I marry. Of course, I will have to sugarcoat it somehow, but that shouldn't be too hard.
Do you really think you and I will be allowed to get married? I kept imagining someone to start yelling at me for butting in where I don't belong. Maybe nobody thought it was worth making a scene like that at a dinner, but who knows if they will think the same thing at the wedding. The pastor is even going to say, "If anyone objects, speak now or forever hold your tongue." If anyone actually takes that opportunity, I feel like it's going to be at our wedding.
No, darling, don't be daft. That's never going to happen. I will not allow it. If anyone has anything to say about you and me, they will have to go through me first. I'm telling you, I've got this. Don't you worry your pretty little self.
Okay, you're right. I can't do much else but worry if I keep thinking about it. So I might as well just stop.
You must be exhausted from being so nervous and on guard. Why don't you go on and get to bed now? It's already late.
Okay, I think I will. Not before I take a nice hot bath, though. You get to bed too, babe. I know you have an early morning tomorrow.
Sleep tight, my love. I will call you tomorrow morning. Good night. I love you.
I love you too.
Hey, sweetie. You went to go meet Richard's parents today, didn't you? How did it go? What are they like? Are they super proper like you imagined? Are they posh? I thought you would have called me about it by now. But I didn't get a single message from you. I got worried, so I texted. Sorry if your phone is buzzing like crazy at dinner still. Oops.
No, Mom, it's fine. I was so nervous. I was drawing a bath so I can defrost my muscles before going to bed. I've been tense all day. I don't think I blinked more than 3 times during the whole dinner.
Oh no. What are you so nervous about? They are still people, just like you and me. So, what are they like?
You know, basically everything we pictured. Super proper, not a single hunched back. Their accent was so British that I felt like I was being read a nature documentary. It was so cool, but definitely intimidating. They're all super proud, almost to the point where they came off a little arrogant even. But they have every right to be proud, what with them having a baron for an ancestor. Richard did always say things to me like, "I can't help it. I come from a very long line of noblemen." Always with the "I can't help it." And he did warn me that his mother has always been very strict. So I can't say I wasn't fully warned. I went into it knowing full well I will not be welcomed into the family with open arms and Hawaiian leis.
And why not? They should be so lucky to have a great American gal like you be their daughter-in-law. They could probably use an upbeat, youthful, positive spirit like you. I knew I should have pushed you more to break up with Richard already. I totally thought you two would just eventually fizzle out or something. If only I had known you guys would end up getting engaged to be married. Are you sure, baby? Are you 100% sure that Richard is the man you want to spend the rest of your life with? Richard Barron, His Majesty the 15th? Father of dragons?
Mom, stop! I love him. You know that. I'm not going to just marry some random dude. I'm going to marry the love of my life. Don't you think I would have thought about it for a minute before saying yes to his proposal?
I guess you're right. You do have a point there, honey. But still, I am your mom. I worry about you. Because I really don't see you having a great time being a part of that family. I don't see it being breezy or fun or comfortable. At all. They are going to suffocate you with their stuck-up, old-fashioned, British, weirdo, traditional way of life. I guess I just don't like the idea of you voluntarily going into a lifelong contract without really knowing what it has waiting for you.
Mom, I understand you are worried. I really do. But you don't know Richard that well, and you haven't met his parents like I have. They are strict and frigid, but I could tell they are warm and soft when they have good reasons to be. Like you said, they are still human just like us. I'm sure you will agree with me once you get to meet them for yourself.
Am I a bad mother if I tell you I am kind of dreading it? Because I am. They sound like intimidating people. And if I know anything about myself, I know I am going to make a huge fool out of myself by talking too much or freezing up entirely. Or, as they probably say, make a huge arse out of meself in it.
Mom! He really does sound like that, doesn't he?
Okay, well, I won't say anything else on the matter. I'm pretty confident I raised a girl who knows what she wants. Just be safe for me, baby. Okay? Don't get hurt.
Okay, Mama. I'll be fine. I think Richard's parents mentioned something about inviting you over for dinner sometime next month. I will talk to Richard about it and get back to you with a more definitive date.
That sounds great, baby. Now go to bed, milady. It's way past your bedtime.
Yes, Mom. Good night.
Brittany.
Hey, Mom.
I have a super-duper serious question for you. Do you really have to go through with this wedding? Like, are you 1000% absolutely positively sure about this?
Why? Did you feel a little uncomfortable today?
No, not a little. I thought I was in a police interrogation room in a bad action movie. Those people! They ambushed you with all those relatives they brought in. Asking you and me question after question like we are applicants for a prestigious job. What do they think we are? Some wannabes? The whole time, all I could think was, oh God, I hope Brittany doesn't want to go through with this wedding. Oh God, these are the people my daughter will have to call her family now? That's what I was thinking the whole time. I don't remember anything that I ate or drank. I was so preoccupied.
Aw, Mom. I thought it actually went pretty well today. Compared to the other dinner I had. That was pretty scary. I don't know how people can eat so fast, but also talk all they want without any food in their mouth.
Remember what I said about how hard it will be for you if you went ahead with this marriage? You are signing yourself up to be a forever trainee, but without ever becoming one of them. A marriage is not something you should consider lightly. It's different from dating.
No, Mom, I'm telling you. I've thought about this long and hard. Trust me. Give me some credit. I am a big girl. Besides, it's not like I will have to live with all of Richard's extended family or anything. What matters is Richard and I are together. And we are happy. I must say, Richard does seem like a stand-up guy. He is such a gentleman. It's so sad that we don't see too many of those in America these days. Right? He is the most chivalrous man I've ever met. And it's not just pretenses either. He is actually so considerate. That's why I am marrying him, Mom. I understand. I'm just looking out for you, sweetheart. Now, you promise me that if they ever treat you with any less than with the utmost respect that you well deserve, you get the hell out of there. Can you promise me that? Okay, Mom. I promise. I will not let them treat me like I am beneath them. That's what you were worried about, right? Mom, you must be so tired. You made a long trip to get here today. You should get some sleep. I am pretty worn out, actually. It had been a while since I sat on a train for so long. I better get to bed before I cramp up tomorrow. Okay, Mama. Thank you for coming today. It meant a lot to me. And to Richard. I will call you again soon. Love you. Good night, Mom.
Brittany, darling, where have you run off to this time? I can never seem to catch you when you're home where you belong. Are you out shopping? Getting coffee? When will you be coming back? I would love a cuppa while I'm here.
Hi, Mrs. Barron. It's Brittany. Yes, I am at work right now. Oh no, are you at my house? I didn't know you were visiting today. I'm so sorry.
Nonsense. A mother doesn't need to give notice to visit her own son's house. And what is this work business you are talking about? You are still working. Doing what? Your duties are to your husband and your home. Have you forgotten everything I told you when we first met? I believe I was very clear about what I wanted in a daughter-in-law, if she ever wants to be worthy of being a part of our very, very prestigious family. Have you forgotten, or have you chosen to disregard my wishes?
Mrs. Barron, I'm sorry if you didn't like the fact that I had a job. But you knew about it from the beginning. And I've had a job the whole time I was dating Richard.
Did I or did I not tell you to quit your job, darling? What job could possibly be more important than your wifely duties that you would forsake your home and husband? I will not let you drag our good Baron name through the mud by pretending to be someone you shouldn't be. You are a member of the Baron family now, and as such, you must uphold your responsibilities like the rest of us. The Baron title is not to be claimed lightly.
Mrs. Barron, I understand. I am taking care of everything at home, too. You don't need to worry about that. But it's hard for us to live comfortably on Richard's salary alone. So I am going to have to keep my job for a while.
How dare you! I have never! Richard is working day and night to provide for you, as he should. How dare you belittle him with his salary like that? He easily makes $2,500 a month. How is that not enough for you? Are you dining on gold and diamonds? No wonder you still don't have a baby on the way after 3 years of marriage. You are never at home.
Not that it's any of your business. Richard and I talked about it and we both decided we want to wait to have kids. We are still enjoying just being together, so we aren't going to rush into anything. Besides, just because we want to have kids doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight. Don't worry. I promise you will be the first one to know if and when I do get pregnant, Mrs. Barron.
This is why I was against you two getting married. I knew you would come in here, staring us up with your American mentality, disregarding our traditions and ideologies. You want to be a baron, but you refuse to act like one. That is not right, is it? I should have insisted harder. If only it weren't for Richard's smooth talking. I would have never allowed a nobody like you to come into this family.
Why do you think I am a nobody? How did you figure that? Just because I'm American and I don't know who my ancestors were doesn't make me a nobody, Mrs. Barron. Who knows? Maybe I have a famous general or something in my family tree. Or an oil tycoon.
That is a smashing theory. No matter. I was just coming to tell you about the dinner next weekend. I can do without the cuppa.
I presume you haven't forgotten about the dinner? I've already sent you the menu. No, Mrs. Barron. I have it down on my calendar. I haven't forgotten. We have lots to prepare, so make sure you get there before dawn. Us Barons do not look kindly on tardiness. Yes, Mrs. Barron. I will be there before sunrise. I promise. And hurry up and quit your little job. It is unnecessary, and it is an insult to all the Baron wives before you. I will not tolerate it for much longer. My son needs an obedient wife. Soon, Mrs. Barron. I would absolutely love it to not have to spell everything out for you. It's been 3 years, for God's sake. Hey, babe. Did you know your mom was going to come visit today? I wish you had told me that. I was blindsided.
Oh, sorry, darling. It must have slipped my mind. I am very busy at work these days. Positively swamped. She just wanted to see how we were doing, so I told her she could let herself in since she has the spare key. All good, innit?
No, babe. She might be your mom, so you're okay with her coming and going as she pleases. But I need some boundaries, especially when it comes to her coming to our house unannounced. I don't like that. What if I had dirty laundry strewn about? Can you understand that?
Darling, it has been 3 years. I thought you must have gotten used to unannounced visits by now. You know she doesn't come because she wants to poke fun at us or anything. She just misses me. That's all, love.
Why do I have to be the one to always get used to your ways? Why can't you at least meet me halfway? It's not like I am saying your mom should never visit us. I just would have preferred a text or something to let me know. Like a normal person. Do you even know what your mom said to me today? She told me to quit my job so I can be a better wife. Essentially, that's what she said. What do you think about that?
She did. That can't have been pleasant. I'm sorry, love. What can you do? She is too set in her own ways. Let her say what she wants. In one ear, out the other.
I hate the things I have to get used to. Anyway, your mom also reminded me about the dinner next weekend. You didn't forget, did you? We have to get there before sunrise to help prepare for it.
I have already requested the Friday off. It will be another successful dinner if you are helping with it. My talented chef wife.
It's going to be another weekend full of chores. Maybe this time you don't just sit around drinking brandy and come help for once?
I know, love. I would love to help you. Absolutely. But you know how it is. My mum is very particular about who comes into her kitchen. Men are not allowed to come into my mum's kitchen. She will go mental. If I dare to set foot in the kitchen, that will only make my mum take it out on you. We don't want that, do we?
Yeah. How convenient for you. Then how come you refuse to set foot in your own kitchen, too? I don't bite your head off. Why don't you offer to help at home?
I wish I could, love. But I'm just so tired after a long day at work. Surely you can understand that, eh?
Oh, just forget it. Who am I kidding? This is going nowhere. Just tell your mom to either come with a bit of a notice or have her give back the spare key. Okay?
All right. I will have a chat with her. Hey, Brett. Are you still up? You had another one of those Baron family dinners today, didn't you? My poor baby. How did it go? I bet you're exhausted.
Mom! I was just thinking about calling you, but I thought maybe you were already asleep. What are you doing up?
I was watching this new comedy show on Netflix. It's so funny I couldn't stop. I didn't even realize it was so late. And then I noticed that it was the last weekend of the month, so I figured you would be knees deep in the Baron's dinner aftermath by now. How did it go this time? Are you still standing? My little trooper.
I am exhausted. I could pass out any moment. Tonight I helped make some French dish where I had to peel about 700 potatoes and slice them into paper-thin sheets. I don't think I will be eating any potatoes for a while. Just the thought of it makes me gag. Ugh.
Wow, the French and their potatoes. Did Richard just sit around drinking scotch again while you were busting your butt in the kitchen?
Yeah. Apparently, barren men are not allowed to set foot in the kitchen. And if he tries, it will make his mom mad and take out her anger at me. So I stopped arguing about it altogether. Nothing has changed on his end since the wedding.
That Richard. He acted like there was nothing in the world he wouldn't do for you. But I guess even you weren't above his precious family. I wish you had reconsidered. I hate that you are being worked to the bone for those unnecessary dinners. And for what? So people can criticize how much you messed up their 1,000-year-old recipe?
I know! It's so stupid and pointless. It's not like they have super important politics to discuss at dinner either. All they do is talk about TV shows and celebrities. By the way, I've actually noticed something odd with the Barons.
What is it? What odd thing?
Well, you know how they pride themselves as being a direct descendant from a baron? And that's why their last name is Baron and all that. But now that I am slowly getting used to the British culture, and accent especially, I'm realizing that they don't really act all that proper. I guess their accent made it sound like they were being proper, but they really aren't. They're actually very crude and slangy and straight up vulgar sometimes. I am starting to think they are either super out of touch with their nobility or just plain pretending.
Pretending? Pretending to be what? Posh?
A little bit, yeah. People say class isn't something you can buy with money. The Barons aren't ultra rich or anything, but I thought they were proud people continuing on with their lineage with what they have. But it's like, I still expected them to be classy, you know? If they were really Barons. I don't know if that made sense. I'm too tired to be articulate right now. I don't know. It just feels like the Barons can't be noble. It's just a gut feeling.
A woman's intuition is usually never wrong, Britt. You might be onto something here. Should you look into it, do you think?
I did, a little bit. Apparently, you can actually buy a title in Scotland if you buy some land. But I don't know if it's legit or kind of like that name-your-own-constellation kits we saw at the bookstore one time.
Come on. You really think they could have bought their title and have been pretending this whole time? That is some serious commitment. Why would they lie about something like that, though?
It's a bit of a stretch, I know. I'm probably way off. I must be resenting them deep down if I'm cooking up crazy theories like this.
Yeah, try not to think about it anymore. It's not going to do you any good. It will just drive you crazier and crazier.
Yeah, my head is a pile of mush right now. I need to go to bed if I want to make it to work on time tomorrow. Maybe I won't take my makeup off tonight. If I sleep on my back, I can probably get up and go straight to work, right?
I should get to bed too. I'm tired from sitting around watching TV. I can only imagine how tired you must be.
Okay, Mama. Good night. I love you. Hey, babe. I was doing some deep cleaning today, and I was going through some papers in your office. And I found this old-looking piece of document with one of the older books. You know, the collection you said you got from your great-grandfather? Do you have any idea what this might be? It's barely legible.
Whoa, where did you find that? What are you doing snooping around my office, love?
I wasn't. I was cleaning it out. It's so dusty in there. I told you I was going to go in and clean today, Richard. What is this document? Is it important?
It's nothing. It's just rubbish. Probably some old certificate or deed or something like that in it. Nothing too important. I just kept it because it looked neat. You don't have to worry about it. If you could put it back where you found it, that would be just peachy, love.
A certificate? Or a deed?
Yeah, I'm sure that's all there is to it. No need to fret about it. Just put it back where you found it, and I'll come home to take another look.
Okay, babe. I'll set it on your desk so you don't forget. I wish I could decipher what it says. It looks important.
That's good, love. I will deal with it once I get home. And if you could, don't go through my stuff without asking me first. Yeah?
You're right. Sorry. Well, well, well. Which one of you proud descendants of a baron would like to explain these to me?
What is it?
What is it? Really? Sure, I will tell you what those are. The first one is an official document I found in Richard's office the other day, proving that you guys bought a noble title off some baron in the 1700s. Apparently, the economy was so awful that people did anything and sold anything to make ends meet. That poor baron family must have been desperate. But I bet, like a real nobility, they probably thought selling their title didn't mean they were losing their identity. I bet they had every intention of priding themselves as barons even without the official title. As for the other two documents, oh, you're all going to love this. I went ahead and applied to get a genealogically accurate ancestry map for you barons. And guess what I heard back? You guys were peasants. Pig feeding, chicken slaughtering, wheat harvesting peasants. If you have a long line of anything, it's just common British blood. You guys sure have been in England for as long as the British history itself.
What are you doing, Britt? What is all this? How did you get those documents?
I got them through reliable sources. Trust me, I wouldn't have confronted you with fakes. Maybe you should have done a better job of covering it up when I found the first document the other day. You got all flustered and started rambling, so I thought something was up. So I did a little digging, and one thing led to another. I found that you guys were originally named Miller. You know, like those who mill wheat. And in the early 1990s, which is freakishly recent if you think about it, your grandfather went before a judge and officially and legally changed his last name from Miller to Baron.
This is bollocks. So what if my ancestors bought the title? They must have bought it through proper channels. If they have a document stating the transfer, it doesn't make us any less of a baron bloodline.
Maybe so. Maybe, in a way, you have been a noble family once, by way of what could only be described as extortion. Maybe for a time being, your ancestors tried real hard to be worthy of their new title. But to look down on other people, judging them by their upbringing, you didn't have the right to do that. Even if you were a long line of barons and baronesses, who gave you the right to dismiss other families, let alone your daughter-in-laws? I've heard you mention countless times the importance of assigned gender roles because, back in the day, noble people adhered to them. Well, you know what else they adhered to? Human decency, generosity, and class.
Whoa, this is uncalled for, Britt. You have no idea what you're talking about. If we bought the title, then the title is now rightfully ours to claim.
Richard, why don't you sit this one out? I don't imagine you have anything of value to add to this discovery, seeing as how you were just a kid when your grandfather changed your surname. Besides, the way you enabled your mother probably had a hand in pushing Brittany to go digging into your past. I've heard about how you act all posh and gentlemanly around people, but as soon as the curtains close and there is no audience left but your wife and your mother, you become a lazy sloth. If you hadn't known about your family's secret, then you could have done something to make things better. But it looks like you knew all along, if not take it upon yourself to keep up the pretenses. And yet, you enabled your mother when she belittled my daughter, treated her like a maid, and said awful things, all in the name of proud family tradition.
No, you're absolutely right, Mrs. Butler. But all I'm saying is that, no matter our humble beginnings, there is no doubt in where we stand today, as a family.
He is right. You are right, Richard dear. What does it matter how we started? We are doing well with what we were dealt. Isn't that enough? If you say so. I am so happy for you that you got to pay your way up the social ladder. I can't believe there aren't more people out there who are doing that. It's so easy. Anyway, I am divorcing your peasant son, Mrs. Baron. Your Highness, Majesty.
What? Divorce? Britt, love, what are you on about?
A divorce? You and Richard? How dare you say that lightly? Divorce isn't a matter to be taken lightly at all. You can't up and decide to leave a marriage behind.
This isn't child's play.
I've already made up my mind. Aren't you happy that you won't have to suffer my poor, low-class existence? Besides, I don't think even butlers back in the day were allowed to mingle with lowly peasants. Why don't you run along and find a new daughter-in-law who is on your level? Maybe a butcher, or a carpenter, or a tailor. Wow, I've never noticed how many surnames there are that come from occupations.
All right, look, Britt, I think you are overreacting here. Take a deep breath and give yourself a minute to calm down. You know I have nothing but love for you, right? You do know that. We can get through this tiny hiccup.
Do you? Do you love me? Really? Then either you have no idea how to love another human being, or you have been lying to my face this whole time. You are all talk, no action. You lot wanted nothing but an easy, free servant who was willing to bend over backwards trying to be a good fit, in the shape of a wife and daughter-in-law. You are all sick. I sincerely hope I never have to lay eyes on any one of you ever again. I hope your nobility continues to treat you well. Who knows? Maybe Richard will score a real countess next. I hope he does. That way you guys can experience what it's like to be looked down upon for your family's social standing. Goodbye. My husband, now ex-husband, had always prided himself as coming from a long line of great nobility in England. As an American who grew up in the Midwest, I had little to no reason for doubting his claims. I would be lying if I said I didn't suspect anything, because there were times the barons didn't seem quite comfortable with their own skin. I simply chalked it up to them being stiff and proper. I had no reason to dig deeper. Until, that is, I found the document in his office. It was a certification stating the purchase of a baron and baroness title, dating back to the 1700s. When the economy got so bad, noble families would sell their title to the highest bidder and secure a lump sum of money to tide them over. Most of those people were, however, older couples whose children had all been married off to other noble families and had nothing much to lose. The barons really took their game of pretending to the next level, changing their surname to announce their standing like that, and hosting extravagant dinner parties to mimic what they thought was a noble tradition. I am glad I allowed myself to listen to my intuition. Otherwise, I would never have found out about their past. What's worse is that I would have been stuck with the awful family for longer than I deserved. Now, with the help of those documents that acted as irrefutable evidence of marriage by deception, I was able to be granted a divorce from a sympathetic judge. It didn't sound like I was her first fake nobility marriage case. People out there will do anything for a sense of importance. As for the barons, they are still keeping up the pretenses, believing they have every right to act noble and claim they are descendants of a baron. I don't see them changing their ways anytime soon. Whatever floats their boat, in my honest opinion. Or, as they might have said, whatever tickles their fancy. I have nothing left tying me to them in any way, shape, or form. I am now focusing on enjoying living back at home with my mom and being forced to watch this new comedy show she's discovered on Netflix every night before bed. I'm not going to lie. This is the most comfortable and relaxed I have ever been in 3 years. I won't have to worry about going to work on half an hour's sleep anymore, thanks to my mom's small, cozy dinners. Cheers for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.